Hello everybody, RocketPoweredApe here, bringing you another episode of Shadowrun Hong Kong, where last time the cops decided to start riding my ass, and this time I'm gonna start running from them. So, without further ado, let's get moving! But first, I explore this sewer. Okay, nothing over there. Alright, there's absolutely nothing here. You are about to leave this location and enter the subway system. Continue? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. You scramble up a ladder and through an access way where the sewer system spits you out into the Hong Kong Mass Transit Railway System, the MTR. Crossing the rails, you climb up to the platform and into the station. Above you is Haoi, where the rat shaman and the little decker plan to plead your case to kindly Ching. Yeah, whenever there's a word from now on that I don't know how to pronounce, I'm just going to blitz by it, and I'm sure people on the internet will correct me. The one woman they know who can help you with the underground and off the grid fast, but there'll be a price. Ching is a triad boss whose favors tend to come with strings attached. The sounds of a waterfront at night leak down the stairway to the surface. Peering up the steps, you catch a glimpse of the night sky, overcast and low. Continue! Okay, come on. Let's continue then. Auto-saved. Yay. Karma gained 5. Alright, good, I have some karma now. The sewers deposit you into a series of mechanical access ways that eventually link to a system of railway tunnels. Gobbet leads you through 5 or 6 magnetically sealed doors and across several sets of electrified tracks. Holy crap, until she indicates that you've reached your destination. Wow! That's a lot of sneaking, even considering what we're running from. Anyway, she holds up her hand, indicates the surrounding platform. This is the MTR station for Haoi. Once you go up those stairs, you'll be in our neighborhood. Okay, so this is the hub for the game. Good, finally, I'll be able to buy my spell. Kindly Cheng runs her operation out of the Mahjong parlor. They're called Swift Winds. I don't know how to play Mahjong, by the way, but I always kind of wanted to learn how to play Mahjong. It looks cool. Oh, hey! You do have eyes under there. I thought you might have cyber eyes or something. Wu rips off his goggles. There's an APB out on us. How do you expect us to get to this Swift Whip's place without taking a bullet? Because it's their neighborhood! Weren't you listening? Haoi is well known as protected area. Kindly Cheng sees to that. It's a shadowy community. Smugglers, hijackers, black rocketeers, you get the idea. Cop tends to give the place a wide berth. In other words, this is where the Shadowrunners comes, boy! Isabel gives a shallow nod. Her gaze remains planted on the floor. Police cameras don't last long here. Between the smog and the cloud cover, we shouldn't have to worry about drone surveillance either. The HKPF won't find you, not if you follow our lead, and stay to the same 2 square block radius. Gobbet widens her stance, puts her hands on her hips. Now, here's how this is gonna work. You can't get an audience with Cheng until we secure you an invitation. Okay. So here's the part where we run around getting senpai to notice us. So me and Iz will go on ahead and pay our respects, and we'll request that she see you. Politely. An audience? What is she, the queen? Yeah. Her arms crossed and her eyebrows raised high. As far as you're concerned, yeah, she's the queen of Kulon. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. I'm still going to make a bunch of jokes about it. Oh yes, senpai, please notice me. I'm totally not going to mock you mercilessly. Gobbet holds up a hand. One more thing. Kindly Cheng is a dangerous woman. She may seem friendly, but don't let your guard drop, and whatever you do, do not disrespect her. Oh, I never said I'd disrespect her. I said I'd make fun of the situation. I've dealt with dangerous people all my life. I know how to behave myself. You'd better. If you don't, it's all of our asses. I know! She lets her hand fall, nods to the three of you. Okay, we'll go on ahead, smooth the way. Just give us a few minutes head start. If this place is protected, why shouldn't we talk to anybody? Calls the cops. Why don't we just go with you? If this place is protected, why shouldn't we talk to anybody? Shrills eyes and lets out a look around. I said this place was protected, not you're protected. Fair enough. Isabel fiddles with her deck. No one knows you here, and outsiders aren't welcome in Haoi. Yeah, well, I'm still going to see if I can buy some stuff from the shop. Gobbet eyes woo up and down. Plus, your friend here radiates cop. Cops are even less welcome than outsiders. Well, he won't radiate cop for very long if he's hanging out with you bunch. Then she looks your way. And you're not exactly ordinary either, are you? I like to think I have a certain flair. I can blend in when I need to. I am what I am. She smiles for the first time. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. You know, sister, that's one of the first sensible things you've said. Because, yeah, I am an RPG protagonist. I will ram my foot down my throat, against my will, once or twice at least. If people see us strolling through town together with no prior explanation, we might not make it to the mahjong parlor at all. Yeah, if that happens, I'll just shove my machete down their throat. How do we know you're not just going to bolt on us? Thanks for the help. I get it. Thanks for the help. She squints at you confused. We're helping ourselves as much as we're helping you, Seattle. We need your sins burned as badly as you do, and we need to figure out why to do all this shit, or we're all dead. Okay, yeah. Plus, we could use the muscle right now. Her voice turned sheepish. Just saying. Whatever, dwarfy. She quickly turns away. See you at the mahjong parlor. Bye! Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, I doubt they whooped as they walked away, but still, that's pretty much what they did. It's just like, this is getting awkward. Bye! The Shadowrunner's footsteps quickly fall away, and then you're alone with Wu. He grunts something unintelligible and begins panther-stalking back and forth again, boot prints of sewer water and muck marking his path on the subway platform behind him. Minutes passed. Wu stops his Wu stops his pacing and runs both hands over his face, groaning a sound of anxiety and disgust. It dissipates as he stands there silently. I gotta calm down. I am reading too fast. Take a breath. His hands covering his face and his shoulders shaking with emotion. Then he begins to laugh. It's a laugh that comes from down deep, from a place where fear and frustration and impotence swirl. Oh yeah, one of those laughs. But the barrier holds. Wu focuses, taking control of his breathing, and the laughter begins to slow. He becomes himself again. Oh my god, Tracer. An aftershock of laughter shudders around him. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell are we doing here? How did we get into this? He drops his hands and turns to you, shaking his head in disbelief. I think I'm gonna lose it. Go ahead, we're alone. Bullshit, you're a rock. Do what you've got to do, but make it fast. Go ahead, we're alone. Wu walks to the wall of the subway station silently. He stands there a moment lost in thought, and then his fist explodes in a flurry of punches. He hits the wall hard, sending plaster crumbling to the floor at his feet. Yeah, I've totally done that. Fuck drywall, by the way. I hate drywall. Flimsy shit. Anyway, moving on. The orc breathes heavily for a moment. Head down, hands on hips, spent. Carter is dead, Tracer. They fucking ended her! He puts a hand on his forehead. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Just focus on finding Raymond. What are you talking about? You crawled over worse places before you met her. Sounds like she was more to you than just your partner. He turns to you with a blank face. More than just a partner? Of course she was. Then he gets it, and his hackles raise. She was my training officer, you idiot. My mentor. Idiot? I didn't mean anything by it. It looked like you two were close. I didn't mean anything by it. Wu waves you off with a gnarled hand. Carter was my partner. She had my back. Do you get how important that is? What it means to lose that? Yeah, I do, actually. When you're out there on the streets facing down a food riot, you need to know somebody's looking out for you. Well, no shit, otherwise you get beamed over the head with a giant hunk of steel or something. Then you're standing next to someone that you could depend on. That was Carter. Yeah, she seemed like it. His shoulders slump, and he exhales heavily. And she was like my compass, or my anchor, or some such shit. She kept me, I don't know, sane. Well, don't make people anchors. Sounds like a good woman. You're sane, Duncan. This is shock and grief. I get it, she was important to you and she got killed. Now to focus, we don't get killed. Sounds like a good woman. You're sane, Duncan. This is shock and grief. Yeah, I suppose so. He steps back, sucking in a deep breath. Screw it. Whatever she was, I'm throwing her down the memory hole. You know why? He snarls, spits, because it doesn't matter now. Because we're gonna burn our sins, Tracer. Jesus Christ. Do you get what that means? The moment we do that, we're dead. To all the world, we're dead. We're wiped clean. He counts it off on his fingers. Raymond, the house we grew up on. My career, Carter, all gone. My career, Carter, all gone. No home, no money, no identity, nothing. Okay, now you're turning into a drama queen, Duncan. Calm the fuck down. He waves his hand, brushes it all away. We will be nobody. Yeah, and that's the point. That's how you survive when the entire world wants to tear you limb from limb and turn you into a scapegoat, you rockhead. We were street kids, Duncan. We're used to being nobody, just chill. I'm gonna find a way out of this. Just follow my lead like you did in the old days. Enough with the drama, woo. Put on your big boy pants and help me find a way out of this. I want to say it so bad, but I don't want to piss him off. Because I actually like him. We were street kids, Duncan. We're used to being nobody, just chill. Chill? Who the fuck are you to tell me to chill? I gotta piss him off no matter what. Here's the moment I was talking about where I ran my foot down my throat no matter what I do. He would have got pissed off no matter what. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Chill? Who the fuck are you to tell me to chill? After what just happened? And you aren't losing what I'm about to lose either? Our paths went in different directions a long time ago. Woo's neck cranes forward, his lower jaw thrust out ahead of them. You left me behind, goddammit! You left me behind! You left me behind. Memories flash bright. Suddenly, you're back 8 years ago, on the street outside of Raymond's house. Just you and Woo in the middle of the night. And flashback scene. Young Duncan. You can't just leave like this, Tracer! What am I gonna say to Raymond? You don't know you know how he is. Yeah, I'm gonna make young Duncan whiny. Sorry, man, gotta go. I have something to attend, Duncan, and it can't wait. Yeah, I know how he is. Inflexible. Exactly. We're breaking one of his rules, just being outside the house after curfew. And now I'm making him sound like Bozo the Clown. Sorry, Duncan, I can't talk about it. I wish I would if I could. I've got a friend in a bind, Duncan. That's all I can say about it. I have to go. I need to see a guy about a deal, the good kind, the big kind. Some people messed with me, and I don't intend on letting them get away with it. Could use your help. It's a job. Too good to pass up. Come on, Duncan. We could use you. You're good in a fight. Some people mess with me, and I don't intend on letting it go. Yeah, and I'm going to ram my foot down my throat again, because all these reasons are terrible! My character was an asshole! But once again, it's Shadowrun. Sorry, Duncan, I can't talk about it. I would if I could. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with this one, because this implies that maybe I'm leaving to save your sorry ass, and actually am thinking about you. And then there's also, I've got a friend of mine, that's all I can say about it. I have to go help. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's pick one of these last two, because I don't want to be a dick. At least not a complete dick. I want to be a smartass, but I don't want to be an asshole. Friend in a bind. I can't talk. I got a friend in a bind, Duncan. All I can say... That's all I can say about it. I have to go help. His eyes widen. I thought I knew all of your friends. He shakes his head. I don't like this, Tracer. It sounds like the kind of shit we said we'd leave behind. Look, whatever's going on, I can tell you one thing. Raymond will not approve. Oh, don't disappoint Senpai. Oh, no, don't do it. I'll deal with that when I get back. I won't be gone long. 2-3 days tops. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're gonna force me to be an asshole. I know. What do you think? I'm sneaking out? Why do you think I'm sneaking out? Be back before the weekend. Raymond doesn't approve of anything but the life of a wage slave. See you in a couple days. I'll deal with that when I get back. I won't be gone long. 2-3 days tops. Remember the look on Duncan's face as you walked away. The events that followed were a blur, one that you don't care to remember. 3 days later, you were behind bars in a private corporate prison. No interrogation, no charges, no appeal. Years later, some corporation bought some other corporation, and the new board of directors pushed through some sort of reform agenda, and the higher-ups gave an order, and then you were out with a few hundred new yen to your name and one scary-as-hell non-disclosure agreement ensuring your silence. So I went to help out a guy. So I'm guessing what happened here, based on the choice that I picked just now, is that I went to help out a friend that got in shit with a mega corporation, possibly Renraku. Renraku's always thinking they can rule the fucking world. If you, I'll explain those guys more as the game goes on. But yeah, my guess is Renraku. Renraku did something, and then they forced an NDA down my throat, and at some point in this game, they're gonna come after me, because, yeah, corporate restructurings only last so long, especially in Shadowrun. Not that it mattered to you anymore, you were starting fresh, determined. Until Raymond tracked you down, left you a voicemail, brought you to Hong Kong, and back together with Duncan Wu! Okay. You realize that Wu's been staring at you. Well, no shit. I mean, probably standing there spaced out for the last 5 minutes. Now let's hear it. Where the hell have you been all this time? Why didn't you contact me? At least to tell me you were alive. I want to, Duncan, but Duncan. Yes, you are Duncan now. It's not my fault, alright? I was in a cell, Wu. The deep, dark kind. You're pissed that I didn't contact you? I wanted to, Duncan, but I was locked up tight. Corporate black site, no communication. No shit! He squints at you, full lie detector mode. Oh fuck, I had no idea. Yay! I managed to pull my foot out of my mouth. A range of emotions play across Wu's face. He stares at the ground for some time before finally looking back up at you with a heavy sigh. Wow, I really don't know how to process that one right now. He shakes his head. I don't know if we're still alive tomorrow we can talk more. This shit is too much. Yeah, that'd be my reaction to me too, just then. We're marooned on this island, hunted by the cops. My partner is dead, Raymond is missing, and we're about to see a crime lord about erasing our goddamn identities, and as a bonus, our only allies are a pair of tiny criminals who would kill us if they could, so they didn't have to deal with us. He rubs his head viciously. Listen, Tracer, back in the Barrens, whenever I was out of control, you just handled the situation. Remember? With Carter gone, I'm just raw nerve. I'm afraid I'm going to slip back, and people are going to start getting hurt again. I got your back, Duncan. I got the lead, Duncan. Just like nobody's going to get killed, Duncan. I got your back, Duncan. He stares at you hard, like he's trying to see something inside your head. His voice comes out flat. We'll see. Just don't press it. I need to get used to you. Now let's go meet that triad woman and get our damn sins burned. I want to rip off the bandage as fast as I can, and I am saving this son of a bitch so I don't have to go through all that bullshit again. Well, no, it's not bullshit. It's awesome, but holy crap, that was a long conversation. Save. I don't want to go straight to the mahjong parlor. I want to buy my friggin' spell. Hey, a makeshift boat city lashed onto the Kai-Tak riverfront like a parasite. Behind you, a massive snarl of dark and derelict. High-rise dominates the horizon, the walled city. Yay! Boo! Whatever. No. Hey, gun vendor lady! No, not gun vendor lady. Although in the last game, I'm pretty sure it was a gun vendor lady. Am I thinking of Shadowrun Online or Dragonfall? One of them had a gun vendor. One of them, the gun vendor, was a lady. No. Okay, wait, what? Yeah, screw it. This way. Okay. We have docks. Please be the mahjong parlor. Well, that's the mahjong parlor, but that's not... Oh, there we go! Hey, hello? Is there a vendor over here somewhere? Wanna buy magic shit? Hey, lady, are you the magic vendor? How about you? Hey, anybody sell... Whoa, what's that? Well, that's a freaky-looking thing in a freaky-looking globe. Okay, no magic-y dudes. I'm guessing that's where the magic vendor stands. Smuggler. Bolt hole. The original name has been sloppily painted over... Okay, bolt hole's the name of the boat. Alright. I was like, bolt hole, what? Oh, the boat's called Bolt Hole. Anyways, to the mahjong parlor, because apparently I have to go there. Wait, what? Nah. Okay, I'll go deal with this first. Then I will buy my spells. The swift wind's mahjong parlor, filled with the stink of cigarette smoke, the incessant click-clack of mahjong tiles, and the grim faces of hardened gamblers. Yeah. Okay, G, where are you? Bound to be in here, you compulsive fuck. You can feel every eye in the room as you Across the mahjong parlor to the middle-aged woman sitting patiently at its end. The click-clack of ivory-colored tiles stops. Hands stray beneath tables, into jacket pockets, behind backs. Gee, I wonder what they are reaching for. The woman has a face of a prison guard and the demeanor of an inmate. Her salt and pepper hair is pulled back into an iron-hard bun, and underneath the two shiny black eyes offer nothing. Buttons sewn on a doll. A nearly empty bottle of something foul rests on her mahjong table, nestled between a pair of dirty shot glasses. Tiny puddles of brown linger at their bottoms. Okay. Gobbet and Isabel stand on the other side of the table. Heads lowered, shoulders slumped, hands clasped. They risk a frightened glance. Yes, they risk a frightened glance at you as you approach. Yeah, that's about what I expected her to look like. Kindly Chang, indeed. Kindly Chang's voice is nasal and rusty mean. My little pair of fuck-ups here told me I'm gonna make her sound like Dr. Girlfriend, because that's the vibe she gives me. My little pair of fuck-ups here told me all about what happened on the docks. I don't know whether I sound more like Dr. Girlfriend or Danny DeVito here, but whatever, I'm halfway in between, I suppose. She dips a pinky into the shot glass, brings it to her mouth, removes it with a sharp smack. How two of my best runners had their heads put out. How you need protection. And how you need to get your identities right before you get your heads put out, too. Potentially leading the heat to my front door, placing me and everyone in my employ in danger. She fingers the rim of her glass. So wise. So very, very wise. The young shaman's eyes never leave the floor. We're sorry, Auntie, we thought... Her black eyes flash. You mustn't speak until you are spoken to, Gobbet dear. I'm going to stop this. This is actually hurting my throat. The smile turns mean. And since you are one short hair away from being dumped in the river, chained to Isabel's corpse, I suggest you let your new friends here do the talking for a while. Does that make sense to you, dear? Her treacle voice is back, sweet, nasal, and grinding. Dark circles ring Gobbet's armpits. Yes, Auntie. Did you fucking poison them? Maybe I'm gonna start mocking you again, throat problems or not. Chang inclines her head gently. Very good. You learn so quickly. Gobbet kept very cool head in a tense situation. She's the one who led us out of the police ambush. Gobbet's eyes dart from you to the triad boss and back again. A thin trickle of perspiration slides from beneath the ropes of her hair. Kindly Chang slowly turns, directs her attention to you. Her voice remains cloyingly sweet. I count little Gobbet here among my most resourceful runners, but I admit it's good to have outside validation from time to time. The look of gratitude from the young rat shaman is deeply sincere and exceedingly brief. Kindly's chin lowers and her nostrils flare. And now that you've shared that valuable little tidbit, perhaps you would be so kind as to keep your fucking mouth shut until you are spoken to. Oh, I'm gonna be piping up all I damn well please after that one, bitch. Yes, Auntie. Ah, show of respect. She smiles with her mouth. Her eyes remain glassy cold. Good boy. Yeah, she understands. That's one of the things I love about this game. The writing is really, really good. Like, it was a little bit lacking in the first one, mostly because the plot was a wee bit generic and your buddies were a wee bit generic. But Dragonfall and this one so far, no complaints there. She smiles with her mouth. Her eyes remain cold. I do appreciate it, dear. She pours another drink. Her cheeks are rosy, already flushed. Oh, another thing, bitch. You asked me to explain myself! So, fuck you with that. I should remain silent bullshit. Fucking hypocrite. Is that the right word? Well, I'm sure she's a hypocrite, so yeah, I'm gonna call you a hypocrite even if it's not the right word for that situation. You're a hypocrite, bitch! Now, my darlings, understand from little rat shit here that you came from Seattle to meet with my client, Mr. Black. Whose jaw tightens at the word client? I'm starting to realize why. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm bristling at this bitch too, and it's awesome. I love it. But before you could find him, the HKPF started splattering gray matter everywhere, and everything went to shit. Please tell me I can shoot this bitch at some point. And now you need your sins burned, and so you can disappear before you end up dead too. Is that right? Yes, ma'am. Very good. Why don't we start with you telling me who you are? My name is Zero. Call me RocketPoweredApe. Oh, you've already chosen a street name. How prescient of you. Cheng looks at you approvingly. RocketPoweredApe. It's a good name. Has a real character. I would agree. Thank you, old lady. She flutters her eyelashes at you. Now what's your real name? I mean, you do want me to erase your identities, don't you, dear? I'll need you to know who you are first. Tracer. I do what needs doing. Tracer. I'm a Decker. You know what? I do what needs doing better. Tracer. I do what needs doing. Lie, lie, lie. She rests her chin on her hand. I know the type. And how did you become someone who does what needs doing, Tracer? Let's just say, picked it up young. I've been in the cooler for a few. I'll just tell the truth. No real reason to lie to her. She's pissing me off, but there's no real reason to lie to her. Wu's brow furrows and he shakes his head. Still can't believe it. Kindly Cheng whips her head towards Wu. Don't get pissy with him! A nasty retort already on her lips, but then she stops. Good. Sticks out her lower lip, and she sizes him up. She turns to her lieutenant standing behind her, nodding her approval. Looks like the gun show is in town. What's your name, gun show? Wu's focus remains straight ahead. Duncan Wu, I'm a cop. Lone Star. Not anymore, he ain't! I hear there were some fresh corpses found on the docks tonight. Smugglers, I believe. Didn't sound like the Hong Kong police when I heard about it. You're doing Duncan Wu? Wu's eyes remain fixed on the spot on the wall behind her. He smolders. I identified myself as Lone Star, but they wouldn't stand down. They had weapons. It was self-defense. Yeah, you know what? That's true, actually. She puckers her lips at him, her voice sing-song. I don't care, sweetie. They weren't my people. Thank you. Thank you for finally becoming sensible, Miss Kindly Cheng. But then again, if she's a fixer, she can't be a dumbass. So there we go. But now, I know you're a life taker, Mr. Gunshow. You and your friend here. Yeah, gee. It's almost like people who work for fucking Lone Star have to be willing to shoot at people or something. You're a life taker. No shit. She begins arranging mahjong tiles on the table in front of her. But now I'm curious. Why were you meeting Raymond Black on the docks tonight? Raymond Black is our foster father. He's a friend. Said we needed our help. Just out for a stroll of his... No, I'm going to be straight with her. That makes her pause. Cheng lifts her bottle of swill and ice label, connecting the dots in her own head. Interesting. A look of disgust passes over her face. Sorry, kids, but he was looking like shit when I saw him. Eyes half open, dark circles around him, dragging his feet the whole bit. She tisks in displeasure. Your foster daddy was in a bad place. You think it was drugs? Tell us something you know about him. Sounds like he wasn't sleeping. Could be. From what he said, it sounded like he was having nightmares. Oh. Okay. Nightmares? And I saw guys in robes at the beginning. So... cult fucking with people's brains? Question mark? Moving on. Anyways, he would stop in the middle of a sentence and mutter something to himself. One time he was about the walls breathing or something. Other time he was about teeth. Thousands of teeth. Okay, cult fucking with people's brains. It's cult fucking with the occult and summoning demons that are also fucking with people's... I don't know. It involves a cult, I bet. My guess is a cult. And cults can do some nasty shit here. Alright. I remember him drifting off near the end of our meeting. It looked like he was off somewhere else in his head. He said, I left prosperity in there. Yeah, my guess is still cult. Then Nightjar put his hand on Mr. Black's shoulder, asked him why he wanted to get into the walled city so badly. That seemed to bring him back. When your old man opened his eyes, they were full of tears. Then he muttered something else I couldn't make out. She pours herself another shot, tosses it back, and rubs her belly. Your daddy got really irritating after a while. What do you think that means? I can imagine. How do you leave prosperity? Do you think prosperity could be a person? I have no fucking clue. Yeah, fair enough. She grabs a long, slim cigar from a back on the mahjong table and lights it. Weren't you already smoking one? She's probably a chain smoker. Alright, let's get to it. She exhales smoke and points 2 fingers at you and Wu. You two need your sins burned, and you need them burned fast. I also need to talk to the spellcaster guy. Let me get my fucking spells. Hong Kong dragnets are bad news. When they roll in force. Armored personnel carriers, heavy armor, heavy weapons, sorcerers, Joe Friday, the whole shebang, and they aren't coming to arrest you. She folds her arms across her chest. The thin cigar bobs in her mouth as she speaks. The good news is, I can help you. With a wave of my hand, I can have your sins disappear. But you need to understand, my darlings, is that what you're asking me for to do is not a simple request. Burning a sin isn't just deleting a number. It's wiping all reference to the blah, 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 blah. I know! They already explained this. All of the world's largest databases, yeah. And everything is networked in this world, so that's why it's possible. It's masking your mugshot in their facial recognition database so the first camera you walk past doesn't bring them down on you like a ton of bricks. It's covering our fucking tracks so that the act of burning your sin doesn't lead them right to us. It requires contacts in numerous corporations and the UCAS government. Smoke rolls out of the triad boss's nose. It requires somebody like me. No shit, that's why we came to you. This is why I picked Shadowrunner etiquette. Therefore, I need to make a choice. She takes another drag from her cigar and gently places her palm on the table. Do I kill you and dispose of your bodies before the cops come looking for you, or do I burn your sins? You may want to think about your rep as a fixer. 2 of your runners were taken down by the cops, and you have no idea why. Cheng rests her chin on her hand again and smiles at you coldly. So clever, so clever. Her chin stays on her hand, but her eyes look past you, surveying the Yellow Lotus soldiers in the room. Yes, I have been placed in a delicate situation, haven't I? Regardless, that's the situation, whether you're alive or you're sucking dirt. She stares at you for a long moment, chin still on her hand, thinking, yes, but I can find out who did it. Send me to find out, because they killed one of my friends too, you know. Taps her ash on the floor without taking her eyes off you. A low reluctant growl rumbles somewhere deep in her throat. You live. You're clever, and I like that. I'll put your sins to the torch. However, I'll need you to call in several valuable favors within my network to do it, and those favors do not come cheap. Yeah, no shit, I knew that. Kindly Cheng stubs out her cigar. You will owe me. Yes, I knew that. Can't say I'm surprised. Whatever you say, Auntie. Every time Auntie Cop pops up, I'm going to call you that. Don't roll over so easily. I'm not rolling over. I'm mocking you. Don't roll over so easily, my darling. People will think you're an ass kisser. It's unbecoming. I'm not kissing your ass. I'm mocking you. I want you to deliver a message for me to a business associate in the walled city. The Yellow Lotus has a strong presence inside, Tracer. Isabel can tell you all about it, can't you, dear? Isabel grew up in the walled city. Isabel's eyes remain lowered. They collect taxes from corporations, extort protection money from shopkeepers, run drugs, guns, people. They hurt people! Yeah, yay. Gee, people who hurt other people in Shadowrun. Never heard about that happening before. I should stop being snarky about that. If I comment on everything like that, I'm going to be doing it for the entire friggin' Let's Play. Anyway, moving on. We do these things, yes, but to be fair, we also operate the walled city black market. You might not be alive today if it weren't for the lifeline that we provide. Yes, I know. Can you put me in contact with that black market so that I can buy some spells, please? Isabel clams up tight. Cheng picks up a mahjong tile and turns it with her fingers. There is a red pole, a sort of enforcer, yes, on the inside. His name is Strangler Bao. Strangler Bao, okay. Bao is a strong man and also has a laser cannon. A good shoulder, but he has forgotten his place. I need you to remind him. How are we supposed to do that? Want us to make an example of him? Let me guess, by remind him, you mean put a bullet in his head. Yeah, I'm going to keep being a smartass. No, if I wanted him dead, I would have said so. Don't jump to conclusions. You aren't any good at it. She tosses you a memory stick. Fuck you, bitch, by the way. This is a message for Bao. You will deliver it to him in my name and then return to me. Okay. Remember, RocketPoweredApe, Bao's men are my men. By right, they should all be serving me. I would prefer if you did this quietly and without killing them. I have no use for dead soldiers. Yeah, okay. I'll try to talk my way through. One of you will go up with these two Westerners to the walled city, help them locate Bao, and show them the ropes. The other will remain here with me. I have several menial and degrading tasks that need doing around this establishment. No matter who goes and who stays, you both pay for bringing an APB to my doorstep. Fair enough. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Now I'm going to find out who ordered the hit on Nightjar and do some dentistry on him with power tools. Once again, fair enough. I actually like Nightjar. She closes her eyes and smiles with pleasure. That boy was my favorite. He sang to me sometimes. A troll sang to you? And you thought it was beautiful. That explains a lot. She opens her eyes again and sneers. That other one I don't care about. Gutshot was an asshole. I shouldn't be unfair like that to trolls. Sure, trolls are perfectly reasonable singers. Especially if it's a heavy metal band. Anyway, she turns away and waves you off with the back of her hand. Or a punk band! Yeah, I know, I had to get one more. Anyways, that will be all, my darlings. Return to me when you are done. One last question, Auntie. Thanks for the favor, Auntie. Deal, leave. One last question, Auntie. She keeps her back to you, but you can tell she's making eye contact with Lieutenant. Why not? Apparently I'm feeling generous today. What happened on the docks tonight? How do you know you weren't behind Raymond's disappearance? What do you think happened to Raymond and got your Shadowrunners killed? I don't know. Okay. That's worrying. She seems like she would know something like that. Save. Save. Confirm. Alright, I got my data stick. Enter the walled city, deliver a message. Yeah, how about you let me buy shit? I need to buy shit, please. Alright, so let's take another look around. That's the waterfront. Like, I still think that this is the area where the magic-y dude's gonna be, because I'm not... Because this looks like a very magic-y area. I'll talk to the smuggler. Maybe the smuggler will have something. Hey, Mr. Smuggler! You have some gear I can buy? Just off the docks, you spot a sea-worn man with a smile that's almost too wide for his head. His teeth shine white against the thick black bush beard. His clothes are a myriad of colors, patterns, a Spanish culture draped across his body. If there's anything he's clearly advertising, it's the extent of his travels. Ah, yes, he is a vendor! Awesome! Please be selling magic shit! So you see something you like, his voice is coarse, steel, blah, blah, blah. Seal wool on your eardrums. Come on, get it, because now is your last chance. Everything's on sale. Won't find prices like these anywhere else, my friend. Show me what you're selling. You from around here. Let's give viewers like they've changed. You sign so. No. Let's just tell me what you're selling first. Okay, all weapons, spells, mana bolt. Okay, gimme. Alright, equipment, individual, team, preview, spells. Yeah, okay, I got Mana Bolt. I need, like, the basic one. Confirm, okay. Let's see if you can... show me what you're selling. Of course. Of course. Well, at least I have a spell now. Let's see, what do I... creates an exploder ESP programs. Creates 4 squares of firewall that cause minus 25 IP when moving through it. Yeah, may as well buy that. Yeah, okay, confirm. Hello, Mr. Smuggler. Let's see what you're selling. Weapons, consumables. Let's go add that to the queue. Do I want the trauma kit now? No. No, trauma kits are expensive. And I want to... Yeah, there we go. That'll be fine. Oh, and I'm also gonna... Okay, let me see what you're selling. Sell items, equipment. Where did it go? Where did it go? There we go. Don't really want that. Sell. Exit. What's this? Can you give me my basic attack? No. Well, you know what I am going to do then? I'm going to go talk to Mr. Smuggler. And I am going to buy a basic, like, pistol instead of a basic machete. Show me, see what you're selling. That'll be acquired ranged combat. Oh, do I even have... Can I even do it? Wait, did I accidentally give myself some close combat, some points in close combat? I guess I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm going to double check that right now. But, yeah, of course. Alright. Yeah, let's do that right now. Alright, spend karma. Yeah, I don't think I wasted any of my money on melee crap, but... SMG, shotgun, ranged combat... Close combat. I did! Ah, and throwing weapons, too. I didn't want that. I forgot to take those away at the beginning. Oh well, it's a grand total of 2 points. 2 measly points, so at least it's not gonna... Like, at least it's not gonna completely screw me over. I'm not gonna restart the game now to get 2 measly points, but I should have paid attention to that. I don't want close combat! Bad idea! Ah... Okay, whatever. Throwing knives. Are you selling throwing knives? Of course not. I'm stuck with the machete! No wonder the game gave me a machete. I should have paid more attention there at the beginning. Oh well! Doesn't matter. Moving on. I would really like to get my basic spell, though! Why is there nobody here? Like, there's just this smuggler that gives me jack shit. Use intercom. Hey, can I buy a big steel security door, intercom, Chrome Alley, medical services, mechanical repair? No, you won't have anything I need. You will have cyberware. Urgh. Hey, how about you? Dude, you sell magic? You sell magic? I need to learn some magic. That's close enough, friend. This club is members invites only. I suggest you move along. Gotcha. Come on, man. Gotcha. No, okay, you're a club goon. Alright, Triad Guard. Hello, Mr. Triad Guard. The thug taps his earpiece, gestures with his head. Auntie Cheng said you're coming. You can pass. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, bye. Oh, well. Actually, I think that is where I'm going to stop this episode. So, I will see you next time, guys. Later.